Good morning and welcome to Clarity. My name's Barbara Gray. This is our good friend Paul Church.
Good morning, everybody.
And we're in for a treat today. We're going to be with you from 10 till 11 and then again from 2 till 3. We've got lots of lovely stamps and arty projects.
Masks.
Postcards. Brand new postcards.
Yeah,
I've been a busy bird.
Busy bird. Isn't it normally a busy bee?
Busy bird. I've been a busy bird. How are you at home? Come on in. Let's just settle down. It's business as usual here at Clarity. And
the sound is good, according to Jilly.
The sound is good, according to Jilly. So our friend Jilly is in the room with you as well, if you're on Facebook or YouTube. What we really enjoy is the banter in the community as well.
Absolutely. I mean, many of our friends I think it's nice to have that facility, so to speak, that our friends can chat amongst themselves.
Yeah, that's it.
Get to know people as well, talk about experiences and what we're bringing to you during these hours.
So, I mean, this is very much our solution. We're living in the solution here. This is our solution to selling our beautiful stamps and stencils. We have our own platform and we are using it. And you know what the best news is? You are too. You're enjoying it. So we reacted very quickly after Create and Craft collapsed. And this has been building very nicely. I'm very happy with the way, and you are very happy, more importantly.
And we had a fantastic start to 2025, didn't we? The very first Clarity Social TV
on
3
Sunday.
till 5.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
The 5th.
New year, new idea.
Dave Stamp Pens.
Yes.
Went mad. It reminded me of that Michael Caine. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. And it just went
impersonations as well. We get it all here at Clarity.
Reminded me of my dad. He always reminded me of Dad, Michael Caine.
Yeah,
London.
I can see that.
Yeah. So anyway, back to where we are. Yeah, January has come.
And we're only on the 10th.
The 10th of January. And yeah, I'm very, very optimistic.
Yes.
Very hopeful. I think that we will be okay.
Yeah.
You know, and with a little help from our friends.
Yeah, definitely. And we've sort of what we call our CTAs in place, haven't we? We sort of started introducing them last week.
Do you want to explain to our friends what that is?
So a CTA is like a call to action. So many of our friends know that prior to Create and Craft being no longer, it was always a shack on the Monday at 10 and Thursday at 7 p.m.
That's right.
And Groovy Tuesday at 10 o'clock. And then
so it's like crackerjack, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, it's 5 o'clock, it's Friday, and it's crackerjack.
Absolutely. So that's what we already had in place for many, many years, didn't we? And now what we're bringing to you is on a Monday, 10 and 2.
So we've added the 2 o'clock slot
to a Monday.
So there's the Monday 10 o'clock slot remains the shack. With our existing,
just need a pen and pencil.
That's it. Then Monday at 2 o'clock, we've injected a selling platform.
Yeah, and also inspiration as well.
Yeah, that's it. Ideas and inspiration. So, but it's more sales oriented.
Yes,
because we've got to pay the bills.
Yeah,
and you want our things. So that's going to be where we lean into the sales.
Yes,
and then on Tuesday,
10 o'clock in the morning is Groovy Tuesday as normal, and then at 2 o'clock, Jazz and myself. We'll bring you some lovely groovy designs, and it's lovely to introduce our friends, people we work with that we always talk about.
That's right.
Like Jazz and Jilly. We'll have Jilly and Jim in next, I reckon.
I think Jim might be a hard sell. Not to you. To get Jim in front of the camera.
Well,
that's
sure
what
we
I mean.
could sell him. No, we don't want to sell him.
But so that's Tuesday. And then on Wednesdays, it's usually maybe a craft along or something.
Yep.
We've got a craft along next week. In fact, can we?
Yeah.
Because I got Mum to send me the actual coaster that we're going to do, because this is where it's all from. So next Wednesday, put the date in your diary, please. I'm going to do a craft along, and we're going to do a parchment craft along, and. Let me just show you here on the screen what it is we're actually doing. I'll just pop that to one side. Right. So you can see here, this was what gave me the idea, because I was sitting with Mum and I made this coaster for her years ago. And it's just picot cut, and it's just using a little dragonfly. But it's a
It's
real
lovely, isn't it?
little exercise in cutting
Yeah.
and how to create cutting opportunities. And I just thought, you know, it's really old and loved, but Mum uses it every single day. And I just thought, well, that would be a really nice
And it was
exercise.
you were looking back, wasn't you, on your phone with all your artwork, with all the demos and stuff like that.
And I saw the step by step.
Yeah.
So this is the detail.
Yeah.
Right. It's Wednesday, the 15th of January. It's at 7 o'clock in the evening. This is what we're making. And is there a list, a download? Can our friends go online?
Can go onto our website, and under the Moment of Clarity craft alongs, there's a section. You can go straight in there. You can see all the products that will be used, and there is a downloadable ingredients list for you to print off and tick. So you're ready to go.
So come next Wednesday, you definitely need a pair of scissors. But there's a little list as Paul, Dave,
Fred, Harry, I'll be anybody.
Whatever. Paul has just mentioned.
Yes.
Say again where it is.
So shall I show you?
Yeah, let's good idea.
If you talk about it then, and then I'll just fire up the iPad.
I do know that the coasters, the Pergamano coasters, they're perfect, you know, because we've been talking about small art, mini makes. We're going to talk about the Facebook page, the new Facebook page with the mini makes, Clarity Crafts, mini makes and ATCs. You know, it's about rekindling your mojo. A lot of us have kind of lost our way a little bit. And so we've started this new Facebook page for mini makes and swaps. In fact, today I just found out it's not mandatory, the PTC and ATC swap, but it's become very popular. You've joined in.
I've joined it. So I'm on the Parch PTC.
I'm on the artist one, the ATC. I found out who the swap list has been.
It must have been
posted today or yesterday, because my swap partner Jennifer has just reached out to me and told me where I can send my artwork, and I need to let her know my address now. So that's really exciting.
It's really, really good.
Yeah. So if you are watching and you'd like to get on board, maybe this month, don't worry about the swap. You don't even have to be interested in the swap. But if you fancy joining a group, I think there are over 750 people have joined that little group now since Monday. But it's a great place for mini makes, small pieces of artwork. You know, it's just really been,
and it's also
well received.
Mojo, sort of to kick your mojo back in, if
and
you've
confidence
and some inspiration.
Or if you're and if you're new to stamping or parchment, it's a great, small is always good, bite size is achievable.
Yes.
And the thing about this coaster that I want to do, Mum's coaster, is even that to me is a mini make.
Yes, definitely.
Right? But that doesn't necessarily mean doesn't mean basic. Mini can be very, very phenomenal. And if you look at some of the artwork there, although this isn't a competition, we're not judging anybody, right? But everybody's welcome. It's a mixed ability group.
Yes.
So that means whether you are
just starting out,
or whether you're a seasoned parcher or a mixed media artist, you know, everybody is welcome. It's all about the community and about us keeping each other company and helping each other through some times that are a little hard.
Yeah, especially this time of year when the weather's not so nice as well, and maybe you're inside a lot and stuff like that.
That's it.
So,
and just to reiterate, these groups are safe.
Yeah.
You know, we literally have staff, aka my daughter and others, who police these groups.
Yes.
Anything attached to Clarity, we police them and make sure that there's no trolling.
No.
We have zero tolerance for that kind of stuff. So yeah, all good,
it's all
really.
Being nice, isn't it? So I've got the website up on my iPad now. So if we have a look here, so we'll bring that in. So this is the front of our website. There's a mini makes. You can go straight onto there to go into the section.
Great.
If you scroll down.
Can I just talk about that for a minute?
Of course you can, yeah.
Right, be in the know. This is crucial.
Yeah.
If you click that button on the website, it will take you through. It's like it will give you a form, so you can just tell us how to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
And then we'll send you our emails and any sales information, but we won't bombard you. That's not the game. But at the moment, because things are a little bit all over the place.
Yes.
This is a great way. If you like what we do, this is a great way to know when we're doing it.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, Paul, for
And then,
interrupting.
so we can go to the chat, but this section here, a moment of clarity, online courses and craft alongs. You click into there. There we go. And then, there we go. So you scroll up. Facebook Live, Wednesday the 15th of January at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Craft along with Barbara Gray.
Excellent.
And then when the iPad decides that there's
There
the
it is.
artwork.
So you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and then what
Nice.
you can go back and look at all the previous ones.
Yeah, don't do that yet though, because it's too slow.
And then you go into your ingredients list, like so. When it decides to, it's thinking about it.
Is it?
I think because we've got the installation in here,
right?
It affects
Okay,
the
understood.
Wi-Fi signal.
Well, can we just agree that it's there?
Yeah, it's definitely there. I put it there myself.
Okay, it's there.
It's there.
All right, so you know how it works. And that place that Paul's just shown you as well is where the downloads are for the projects today, which is what we're going to be doing today.
That's right, on the Clarity TV button. That's where you go for that one.
That's it, that's it. So bringing it back to today, right? We've got some really nice stamps and stencils that we want to showcase and put through their paces with you. I was thinking that perhaps we could just do a little bit of housekeeping.
Yeah, definitely.
Just before we start.
Okay.
And then that will segue really nicely.
So what we will do is when we're talking about various different products, we will bring up some information to the right-hand side of your screen. And you'll see you've got that 5-digit number at the top. So that's the item code. Underneath, you've then got your product image, what the product is called, and then you've got various prices. So you have there your recommended retail price, what you're going to save, and then the one at the bottom is what you're going to pay. Now, if you belong to any of our clubs, you can be gold, diamond, or just the two, isn't it? A single club, 2 clubs, or 3 clubs. You'll either get 10, 12.5, or 15% off of that price at the bottom of the screen.
Marvelous.
Okay, so it's an even bigger saving. Ways to order, if you look at the website at the bottom, claritycrafts.com, you can go in there, put that item number in, like so, and then that'll take you straight there. Alternatively, during Monday to Friday between the hours of 8 and 4:30, you can call the number, which is 01732 868 215, and speak to our lovely UK call centre, aka Sue, Jazz and Pete, and they'll be there to help you. And also on the front of our website, we have that Clarity TV button, which looks exactly like that. Okay, if you click on there, everything that Barb's going to use during the course of the next 2 hours is all in there. So it's like that one-stop shop for everything that's there.
That's brilliant.
So,
and the other thing is, just like you just saw the coaster, the photograph of the coaster, so you know exactly what we're going to be doing in the craft along next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We've also we've taken advantage of the situation here. We've worked out that it's really good if we can offer you these digital downloads.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd do it a little bit differently this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take you on a whistle-stop tour of what artwork, what demonstrations I'm planning for the 2 hours.
And while you're doing that, I'll bring up the product information on the screen for our friends at home.
So these are the downloads. Let's just take a look here. You see, when you go to that place on the homepage of our website, Clarity Stamp or claritycrafts.com.
Yep.
The website.
On the website, claritycrafts.com.
You'll see it in the top right-hand corner, the Clarity TV button.
Yes.
And then you'll see that there are these downloads. So you can see exactly what was made.
Yeah.
And there's also a list of what was used.
That's right.
So the ingredients are there. This is really useful. Did it just get warm in here?
No, it has.
What happened there? Has someone just turned the heating on? I've got to go and open the window. I'm having a right moment.
It will give you the time of the shows and the date. So what that means is that many of our friends at home are downloading these, putting them into a folder, and then they can go back and they can flick through for some ideas and inspiration. I remember this one. When was this done? You can then go to our website. You can go back to the catch-up area within that Clarity TV, and you can watch the video back again.
Yeah. And so if this, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
And so here we can see the 2 cards that I'm going to do. Well, there you go. So what we're using what is it that we're using here? Well, we're using, Paul, can you
The stamp
assist
set.
me?
Yeah, there we go.
So we're using this particular stamp set, and I thought we'd go through it like this.
Yeah.
So you can see here, in this card, I've used this stamp.
This is lovely.
And in
trees.
this card, I've used that stamp, which is like the negative. It's a fantastic piece of kit, this is, right? 12010.
There we go, it's on our screen.
Oh, it's already there.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's, instead of 19.99, it's 14.99.
Okay, and so you can see the cards that I've used here, and what I'm going to use is some distress inks to go with it. But what I just wanted just to flag up here, this is the first one we're going to do. I just want to flag something up. See, this here is made with the same stamp as this here.
Doesn't it look different?
It looks, it's transformational, and it's just because you think of a silhouette in black, but actually, of course, it doesn't have to be black. It's a full surface stamp. Think of it like that.
So it's a palette,
so if you show me the printed matter, you can see here, this exactly translates as black if you use a black ink pad, but you can use it as literally as a paint palette.
Yes.
So that's interesting. I also wanted to show you how it's just a little trick. If I show you this, so this is on the stamp board.
Yeah.
If I come into this particular here, you can see it's got embossing powder. It's quite grungy. So the idea is that you stamp with black ink.
Yeah.
Patchy. You want it patchy. You want it grungy, right? And then when it's almost dry, you sprinkle it with gold embossing powder, ultra fine embossing powder. And then if you tap it, you know, like flick it, a lot of it will fall off.
Right,
if it's too
the ink's already dried.
I mean, if it's too dry, it'll all fall off, and then you can go again, right? But you'll be surprised, even when you think there's no powder left, when you heat it,
it appears.
Yeah, the thermographic powder, but it gives it a nice grungy shimmer.
I thought that was wax.
No,
when I looked
that's
at that.
embossing powder.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So, so that's going to be the first demo.
Yeah.
Using not this, but that
which is available on the download.
So that's going to be the first demo.
Okay.
And we've got some artwork, I hope, to support that. If you'd like to just.
So there we go. So this is a piece by Linda Spencer. So this is like the Northern Lights effect, isn't it, that we've been seeing recently in the UK. This is an old piece. This is, wow, I did this one back in the day. That's using gilding flakes just around that sentiment.
That's your artwork, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's another one that Barb was just showing this time. The ink pad must have been a little bit wetter because there's more of a gold emboss on there. Then we've got this one from Deborah Wheeler using their lovely backdrop stamps.
Yep.
That's like a real sort of sunrise moon type
You just have to mask this bit off. Let me give you a little tip while we're here. Top tip, right? You stamp that.
Yeah.
Then if you want this bit, it's similar to what we're going to do. You can take your masking tape and you can literally just do that with it, right? And you just look.
To create the landscape
like
of the edge of the
trees.
There you go.
And then that way, the circle, when you stamp that over the top, you're blocking off. But you can see how, don't be afraid to use masking tape. And because it's low tack, it won't affect the work. Yeah. So just a little top tip.
That's lovely.
We're going to do the same thing on ours. Let me just show you. Just hold that thought there.
Okay, I'm holding it.
Because let's take these two pieces of artwork by comparison. Exactly the same stamp.
Yeah.
Exactly the same size.
Yeah.
Exactly the same ink colours.
Oh, yes.
Exactly the same ink colours. Exactly the same trick.
Yeah.
But
a different result.
Yeah. Completely different look.
Wow.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, just saying.
So then we have another piece from Andy Duggan. So he sort of done like an inky background, splished some water on it.
That would work as well. I keep doing that so you know how this is covered up. Nice,
yeah. This one's from Dee Paramore.
You know, we got to get these out again.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember these totems?
Like totems.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, the artwork on this, I mean, it's sort of this, I just love it. It's a grungy, but it's clean as well, isn't it? This one here from Elaine Milner. So that looks, I reckon, has that been stamped with a Versamark and then the
on that coated stock?
Yeah, with the
perfect pearls.
Perfect pearls.
Yeah, definitely.
That one there with gilding flakes.
Gilding flakes, yeah, works beautifully.
This is lovely.
That's a Dee Paramore special.
Look at that.
That's doing bleach. That's using those. Remember that bleach product? Yeah.
So it feels like our coated card to apply that Freya's on.
That's it.
And then
bleached off.
Lovely.
lifted off.
Mini makes.
Yeah,
look at these.
there you go.
Who's on the Linda Spencer?
Aren't they lovely?
Look.
Yeah, that's using the little tree. That's if you just
In
give me
that-
the stamp or the here it is. Look, if I show you there, it's those three
of
trees. Look,
course.
you wouldn't
I
think
didn't even
it.
notice those trees on
Yeah,
there.
I know. And that look, there's so much going on here. Snow, Happy Christmas. These are Christmas
Lovely.
cards right there.
And then the final piece there from Linda Spencer.
Excellent.
Right. Okay. So what is this next one you want to share with us?
Right, next up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I love
so
this one.
I like this fella because we've had a lot of terrible weather and so windy and blustery. It's been insanely
It has.
uncomfortable at the moment. And for those poor people on the West Coast in Southern California,
Yeah.
shocking.
It really is.
So I just wanted to, I love this guy. The saying is gorgeous too. Sometimes in the winds of change, we find our true direction. Never had truer word have been spoken today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is on offer as well. The item number is 11598. This is the Bijou Winds of Change A6 stamp set. Normally £9.99, but today it's £6.99 plus your
$6.99 for that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Lovely,
Brilliant,
isn't
that
it?
is.
Yeah.
So the 2 downloads are there.
Yeah.
Let me just show you the card. So there's that card.
I love it. When you showed me this the other day, I thought it was layered.
No, it's all one.
It's all one layer,
piece,
isn't it?
which is nice to do because
And
it's easy
also
to.
a mini make as well, really.
It is really, yeah. So we're going to do this one this morning, and then this afternoon, again in keeping with the mini makes, I've got my little journal.
You were showing
my
our
little
journal book the other day, wasn't you?
See, what I do is I spent a happy hour just tearing up tea bags and putting them in. This is a nice one.
Look at that.
Right, so. And they're best to stamp on when they're dry.
Yes.
Okay?
I don't want a soggy tea bag.
No, I mean, I don't mean that. I mean when the glue is dry.
Oh, when you've attached a tea bag. I was going to say a soggy tea bag.
No, Gordon Bennett.
Who's he?
The tea bags are obviously dry, but when you glue them in, the glue is sometimes still wet.
Right.
So you want to leave it overnight until it's bone dry.
Okay.
But this is what we're going to do, and I'll give you a couple of tricks and tips on how to use a tea bag. You know, for people in the mini makes.
Yes.
This is a wonderful little book. Have we got these?
We have. The item number for that
so you can just use them. Look, this one's a work in progress. Go on.
Is 30790. And it's £9.
Is that all?
That's all it is.
And see, so the thing is, this is watercolor. But what I've done is, and I'm going to add more.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to do a few last night, but you see how I've already started my tea bags. I want to do a few more.
You need to drink a few more cups of tea.
Well, that's not a problem. I've got loads of dry tea bags.
Don't look like a pair of trousers, that
Yeah,
one.
I know. But the thing is, it's a brilliant starting place.
Yes.
Because often when you're doing art, you know, it's that blank canvas syndrome. But when you've got a little mini make like this, a little book, little tea bag, little stamps, little stamp
and
pens.
I also stamp pens. I also think like the 3.5 by 3.5 stencil card. That's why that's so popular.
Yeah. Well, and the ATCs, PTCs, the only rule if you want to join in the swap is they're 2.5 by 3.5 inches. That's it. Yeah. So it keeps you, you know, it just keeps you comfortable. It's that comfort zone, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And to me, this little book, when I first started, I've got to say, I was nervous, right?
Because it was in a little book.
Yeah, because it's a performance, isn't it? And it's like if you get it wrong, then you've blown the book.
Yes.
And then I thought, get over yourself. You know, just get over yourself. and anyway, right? These come out. So if you make it, so if I want, if I don't like it, if push comes to shove, I can take it out.
Yes.
Yeah. And also I can take it out if I want to use it as a
topper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so going back to the stamp set, somewhere in here, I made a really cool one.
That's lovely, isn't it?
I like that. See?
Really, really lovely, yeah.
And I used those stamps again.
From
the tree. Look, see the trees here in that one.
Right, in that one.
Yeah, I used those trees. But you could use the trees in the other one as well. I just wanted them a little bit more. Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
trees.
nice.
So trees are go here.
It is indeed.
It's a landscape. Do you know, this morning when we were coming into work, there was this hoar, Hoare, that white. It's not snow, but it's like frost on
Thick
all the
frost.
trees. So the trees are white.
Yeah.
And then you've got that fantastic pinky grey sky. It was just gorgeous.
I said to you this morning that it was very sort of white, sort of. And
yeah.
did you see those
ice.
pictures that Janice posted?
Yeah.
That when she was coming down yesterday.
That's hoar.
Hoar.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was talking to Dave about it. I said, is there a word called that? That's like a hoar. The hoar
like
on the
frosting.
trees. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so you learn so much here at Clarity TV.
Yeah, so back to this. We're going to do that one this morning. Now, this is interesting, but we'll come back to this later.
Okay.
Right, the background. It's that grungy, what we're looking at here. Let's have a look. It's that background that I'm interested in. I want to show you the background.
This is one of your favourite stamp sets,
isn't
it?
So that's that one. I'll give you that.
Yeah, okay. So
we're not going to do that.
No.
We'll do that in a minute.
Okay. So this is the stamp set, if you wanted to go for those. And the item number is 11598, and it's only £6.99. And Gilly's just said, Rebecca says that fruit tea bags may give a different colour.
They do. You get a fantastic red background.
Do you remember when we did the retreats and everyone brought their fruity tea bags?
And round ones look good too.
Yeah, the round ones.
And what you want to do is, when you're using the tea bags, I want to do a little craft along with this. You don't cut the tea bag, you tear it to get rid of the stuff inside. Yeah. Maybe we'll have a little craft along on that as well.
Lovely.
Right, so next up.
Yeah, so the next up, we've got no artwork for this because this was literally hot off the press, wasn't it?
It was. The little weathered.
The bijou little winds of change.
That's right.
So there we go. So item number 11598.
Okay.
And
so I've got that one. And then that one.
Yep.
Isn't it? Then we've got all of them. That's all of them.
That is.
Okay, recap. Right, so we're going to do that one.
Yeah.
This is more for me than for you, friends.
Okay.
Then we're going to do that one.
Yeah.
Then we're going to do that one.
Yeah.
Maybe this afternoon.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
and then we're going to do this one.
Right. Now.
New.
What is this?
New. Yeah, I know.
I know.
Like she likes. Right. So you know our quotes, our poster quotes, where I use artwork that Dave has printed on the printing press.
Yes, the block print.
And then I manipulate the letters to make. So I did a new one.
You did.
I did a very uplifting one. In my film, you are the star. Love it. So many strings to your bow. These are stamps.
Yeah.
First fiddle in my orchestra is you.
Oh.
I like that. Make cake, bake cake, eat cake.
I like that one.
Omnia vincit amor. Latin for love conquers all. And this is another little stamp. I love this stamp. Right. It says love conquers all, love conquers all, love conquers all. But that's the Latin equivalent, which I rather like.
Right. That's lovely.
Yeah. So omnia, all, vincit, conquer, love.
Nice.
Okay. And then we've got I am. I think this is my favourite one.
I like that one.
I am, I can, I will.
I won't say what I saw when you showed me that one.
I am, I can, and I will.
And we will indeed. So that was the stamp set, which is $14.99 normally. However, we've then got the postcards, haven't we, to go with them? And
right, the postcards. So they're the postcards. I've got them open.
Okay.
So you can see here. These you get 2 of each.
You do.
Right, and there are 14 of them. So you get 2 of that one. These are great. Look, I've laid them up in such a way that they're really useful. Let's get rid of all the stuff behind. Right, there you go. Nice. These are nice.
And these are much bigger than the stamps.
See? Put that one to one side for a minute.
Okay.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
These are great for
really, really lovely.
Mixed media, for people with jelly plates, gel press art.
I mean, you could just put these in a frame and give them as a gift.
Stamp onto them. All the inky stuff. And I'll tell you what.
Backdrop. The grungy
stamps that we're going to show you in a minute.
Yes.
So my dots and spots, brayer that up, stick that on there, Bob's your uncle.
Lovely.
And Fanny is your aunt. There it is. See, I like that.
Nice.
And in my film, you are the star.
I love that space at the top. You could put a picture of somebody
up
there.
That's it. I deliberately spaced it out in such a way that it's really handy.
Yeah.
And that'd make a really good bookmark.
Mini art again.
And then this one, that one, which is a kind of a, normally all the other sets that we had, they've all had 12, plus a couple of free ones.
Yes.
So this time we thought, well, hang on a minute, we're always doing the same thing, so why don't we just do 14?
14, absolutely. And can I just say, the item number for this is 21232, but look at that price. It should be £20.98. You're going to save £5.99, which is the same price as this pack of postcards.
Right.
So you're going to pay for the stamps at £14.99 and get the postcards for free.
Are you?
Yeah.
Who made that?
It was some lady. She said, "Oh."
So let me show you an idea. I took this one.
Yeah.
Right. So that's that one there.
Right.
I chopped the top bit off and put it down there for balance.
Oh,
okay. So
okay.
that's why that's there.
Yeah.
Okay. What I've used here is our masks. Have you got them?
I have indeed.
There you go. So our set of masks. I'm going to reach for them during the next 2 hours. I'm going to be reaching for them frequently. 30150. These are great. And you've got, I think you've got a printout of
yeah. Let me just bring that up on screen.
There you go.
So there we go. So you've got 6 different masks that are reusable. Item number is 30150. Should be £17.99. You're going to save £3 and it's £14.99. You've got your assorted moons. You've got your landscape. I love that cloud one. Yeah. I always struggled with clouds. You've got your mini moons. You've got your rooftops, and then you've got castle and bunting. And
so, can you go back to the overhead? Thanks. So when you look at this, what I've done is I've just taken the moon from that one. That's that moon, and then I've used the castle. There he is.
Right.
So I used the castle, and you can see exactly that you use this bit to mask off that, and then you drag. I'll show you how to do this.
I was going to say, because that's not on the mask.
No.
So that would be at 2 o'clock, that one?
I reckon we'll get that one done at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So if you want to see how this is done and how to add the bunting, I think you'll enjoy that. And there's the moon.
The moon
on the big,
from that big set.
The first one we're going to do. But I just thought it'd be interesting to see from that comes that. And then what I wanted to do, and I couldn't do it because they hadn't even been made. I want to take that stamp there.
Yeah.
And add it to there, and perhaps take Love Conquers All and put it in there.
Oh, nice.
Haven't you know?
Undecided yet. I think just even a clear panel looks quite nice,
I did speak to Jazz about it, you know, but we've left it blank, and then you can decide yourself what you want to do.
Yeah.
There we are.
That's lovely.
So those are the postcards.
Super. And we have all of the previous ones as well. Let me bring in some artwork, shall I, for the masks?
Yeah, can I? I know that if I go to the...
There we go. I'm going to bring that in. So this one here, one of Barb's favourite, Flyaway Boy. But that's that castle. This is on stamp board and on a canvas. We've then got that sort of the Northern Lights effect there. But doesn't that look dramatic in just solid black? That one was from Linda Spencer. This is a really nice little grunge. I reckon this is a Barb one. Oh, it's a Carol Pankstello.
Definitely.
So this is using the rooftop with the bunting and celebrate new beginnings. There we go.
Okay, marvellous.
I love this. Is nice. This is the clouds. This is the effect that you can achieve really easily using this mask set.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that lovely?
I know. I love that.
That's the solid blacks. Just keep going until it's totally opaque.
Very magical. A lovely castle.
Hills in the background.
The hills in the background. The landscape.
Who did that one?
That one is Jane Telford. Magical. This is. I love this. The castle. When I see this, for some reason, I've never been to Edinburgh. It reminds me of Edinburgh Castle.
Yeah.
Up on a hill.
I think that is what.
And the lovely poppies from Linda Spencer. Then this is using the masks within one of our 7x7 stencils to create that in there. And that one is from Barbara herself.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Surprise.
Using another one of our 7x7 stencils. So this would have been done on a jelly plate to create the ink on there. And that one is from Julie Dunn. Now, this is really moody, but I love
it.
Yeah.
Einfach nur so.
What does that
Simply
say?
because.
Nice.
Einfach nur so. It means simply nur so. Just because.
Because. I love that.
That was when we used to do TV in Germany.
Yeah.
And I know that we have German friends watching.
We do.
And I thought, na dann. Warum nicht?
Lovely. And that one is from lovely
Sam.
Sam. I think it's Sam's birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sam. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think.
Happy birthday, Sam Crow.
Yeah.
She won't be watching. She'll be at
I'm
party.
sure something appeared on Facebook.
You're absolutely right.
And I
I'll
saw
give
it
her
and
a
I
ring
thought,
later.
yeah.
Many happy returns of the day. You don't look a day over 60, Sam.
60 minus probably 20. No, not 20.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's only because we're really good mates that I can get away with it.
I can hear her in a Geordie accent.
Cheeky, cheeky.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be cheeky. Okay, so we're going to go for our first demo then, Bob.
Yes, please.
Okay, I will hand over to you.
Okay,
there we go.
So let's take a look at this card. Right.
Okay.
It's a 5x5.
Yeah.
Now let's take it down. We've got a 5x5, and then what I've done is I've taken another 5x5, or you could take the 8.5 by 11. You know, so you might get more out of that. You get 4 out of that rather than split a card. Right, because it's all the same type of card, stencil card. So I'm going to take one of those because this is on top. This is on top.
Oh, right, okay.
But it's there, not there.
Right.
If you see what I mean.
Yes.
So if we come in here, what I'm saying is where the black line is, that's the second layer.
Piece of card.
But this is one layer.
Right, okay.
So let's take a look at that. So I've got my finished card.
Yeah.
That one, and I've cut it to that size. So then what I'm going to do, just take a piece of low tack masking tape.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just have a look. I'm going to take a piece of low tack masking tape, and I'm going to make a frame around the outside. And this is where I can control how large or small. Do you see what I mean? Yes. I could come in more or less. I could come right in if I wanted to make it even smaller. I'll come in a bit more.
So like the width of the low tack
want to make it a bit bigger?
Yeah.
See?
Yes. And so it's better to do this rather than take a 7x7 piece of card and try and build a frame on that.
Say that again.
If you had a 7x7 piece of card and you're trying to create a small area, it's easier to cut your card down like this.
Yeah, I think so. Mini makes.
Yeah.
You know, it's easier to start with a smaller piece and then frame it accordingly. So you can see here, what I've still got exposed is just the colour bit.
Yes.
So the colour bit is this bit here.
Okay.
And I've given myself, see, I've trimmed this.
Right afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not,
so you give yourself a bit of wiggle room.
So if you're worried about getting the low tack tape equal, then you can always trim it down afterwards.
So I've done that.
Yeah.
Now, next thing we need to do, you keep your hand there.
I'll keep the hand there.
It's only because of the dodgy camera, right? So the next thing I need to do is take my stamps, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my stamp set, and I'm working with this one here.
I love that.
I do too. I really do.
That can be for so many different times of the year, can't it?
Yep. So what I want to do now is just take I'm going to peel it off there.
Yeah.
So this is it again with clarity stamps, beautiful quality. You can see exactly where you're going to stamp it.
Yeah.
Right. So your indexing sheet tells you exactly. So if I'm emulating this, you can see I'm about an inch up from there. That'll do.
Right. Okay.
More or less.
And it's a hill at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's that area, but you can see because of the way that I've put the masking tape in, it goes from edge to edge.
Yes.
A little bit of pre-planning.
Yeah.
Right, but that works fine.
So that the landscape isn't sort of still within the white area, that it cuts short, that you'd have to add it in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, where did I just put the handle? Here it is. Right.
It's a see-through.
It's see-through. Yeah. Well, we did invent them.
We did.
Right. So now I'm going to just pop that on there like so.
Okay.
I decided where I want to put it.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to ink it up. So black archival ink pad.
Yeah.
When you start stamping, first off, when you start, what I find is that sometimes you need to season the stamp or warm the stamp up. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a good idea to just go twice, right? So, and that way, look, watch also. I'm using I'm an archival girl. I'm a Ranger girl.
Yeah.
Right. I like Ranger and I love archival.
Yeah.
I just think you get the crispest, most beautiful colour
Yeah.
off this. Now, the thing is, though, so we've just placed a huge order with Ranger.
Just before Christmas, didn't we?
Yeah. So it's coming, right? And now apparently there's a strike
At the
on
ports.
the ports on. I know you couldn't write this, could you? But it's okay because we're dealing with the freight forwarders that we've been working with for 30 years. They're great. Okay, they're crew out of Essex. So they rang us, and I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it's important because you've pre-ordered the Ranger. So if you see that there's a strike, and the ports are all shut, don't worry. We're coming in through Chicago now. It's going to cost a little bit more. Not you, us. But apparently they're redirecting the shipment out of Chicago. So they reckon with the delay and the problems, we should be seeing those ink pads the first week of February.
Right, okay. Well, that's not too long to wait, really, is it?
I apologise because I was optimistic that they'd be here faster, but I do not have control over the ports in New York.
Well, I mean, recently, just before Christmas, the Canadian Post were on strike.
I know.
For many, many weeks, weren't they?
That hampered the New Design Club.
Yeah. And we had some of our friends from Canada were placing orders, and they were saying, don't send them yet. Because obviously we don't want them to get mixed up and get lost. So
I know, so anyway, so Ranger Black Archival, I'm just going to see, let's just go for it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, so we just press that there. And even if it's not 100% beautiful print, it doesn't matter really. So you see, so I'm pressing in the center. This is a large stamp. So what size is this? 4.5 by 3.5, do you think?
It is indeed, yeah. And we've got those on that show page as well. If you just go to the Clarity website and you just put Mega Mounts in, we do various different sizes on there available.
Perfect.
That is so.
There you go.
The detail.
You want to see the detail?
When you did your Friends with Janice yesterday, and you were showing look at that.
There you go.
This really does show the quality
of Clarity
stamps.
Look at that.
Absolutely. And Janice, despite the fact Janice has been working with us for many years on what was Create and Craft, when her designs were then turned into stamps, she was just blown away, wasn't she?
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do next, now we've done that, it's all about the colour.
Yes.
Okay. But this needs to dry first.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've already stamped it up.
Yeah.
Right. Here's one I did earlier. Yeah, but it's important because if I start agitating this, even though these are quick drying ink pads,
they've still got some movement.
They've still got some movement to them. So you want to leave it for half an hour.
Yeah.
I think it's no hardship, is it?
No, and I think also because if you weren't aware of that, because it's a quick drying ink pad, and then you go and you think, where's all this black coming from?
And why is that yellow not beautiful honey yellow?
So then
why has it gone all grey and muddy? And it's not you, it's just because the ink hasn't completely dried.
And I suppose depends on the stamp you're using. Obviously, the more concentrated areas on the design, it'll take a little bit longer for that ink to dry and absorb into the card.
And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to replace our stamp.
Yeah.
You just put it back on its home base, on its carrier sheet for storage. There you go. Perfect. And there it is. So, and the good thing about this is, you see, that's why those 3 trees are there. If you wanted to extend that, they work on their own. Or if you wanted to do the background, second generation, that's what that's all about.
Right.
You see, so you've got more, you get more bang for your buck, basically.
Yeah. Well, you definitely for $14.99 on that stamp set.
So now let's go again. It's just step by step.
Yeah.
So here, right, the next thing I want to do is add the masks.
Yes, the moon. Yeah.
So this big moon, this huge moon, is going to go here, and I'm not worried about going off the page with it, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring it in there like so. There you are, like that. And that now will, because it's a complete seal.
Yes.
So that will cover up. That's how you get that.
Right.
Right. Okay. So now the next thing is our trick with the masking tape that I showed you earlier.
The heels.
So we've got to cover this up. So we'll find the start.
So if you're after some low tack tape, if you want one roll, the item number is 31211. However, the best value is a set pack of 4, item number 31212. And instead of being £11.96, it's £8. No, well, instead of £11.96, it is £8.96. So I had one's mixed up there.
And do we get a discount and all that if we're club members?
If you're a club member, anything that we're showcasing today, automatically, if you belong to any of our Clarity clubs, when you check out, that discount is applied automatically.
And clubs, this is the week that all the club issues are going out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you mentioned last night in the Shack that you saw loads of boxes and boxes of them going out the door.
And the other thing is, of course, that if you want to join, we can still honour the January. If you want to join,
oh yeah, definitely.
You know, if you want to join the stamp club,
just because they've left the building doesn't mean that's
you can't. No, you haven't missed the boat.
No,
Sue
especially
will,
if you're in America.
If you call Sue on 01732868215 and you want to join the club, then she'll talk you through it. You can join the stencil, stamp, or groovy club, and then you immediately, off the back of that, you will enjoy 10%, 12.5%, or 15% discount.
And if you prefer to go online, just go to the claritycrafts.com website, go to the section that's on the front page, there's Clarity Clubs, go in there, all the information's in there, and it shows you all the options. You can pay for monthly for a 12-month period, or you can pay in one lump sum. That's entirely up to you. Okay, should we come back to the art?
Okay, back to art. So I'm being finicky here. See, there's a little bit of white there, and I haven't masked it properly. So I'm just tearing another bit of masking tape.
Exactly. You know? I mean, for that, I mean, many of our friends definitely go for the pack of 4, which is item number 31212.
Now let's have a look at some colours, said the Ranger gal.
Yeah, said the Ranger.
Right? So I've got a light pink and a dark pink, kitsch flamingo. It's the word kitsch tells you, so does the lid, the clue's in the colour.
Yeah.
Right. Then I've got wild honey and I've got ripe persimmon.
Okay, and all of these are on that download, the demo download as well, and it's also in the show page on the website.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Have we got them in stock?
I can look that up for you.
I tell you why. This is the one time, right? These are black. This is the one time where I deviate a little bit. I don't, but I'm telling you that we also provide VersaFine Clair in the black. Because sometimes, let's say, for example, this particular stamp, see big, bold stamps like this, or Janice's photos where there's a lot of full surface and you want it to be black.
Yes.
Right? Now, the archivals are fast drying.
Yes.
And these are slower drying and juicier. You get to the same, but it take longer to dry though.
Yeah.
But sometimes a combination of these two, if you're doing a large surface stamp like this, like say that one there, and you want it to be solid black.
Solid, yeah.
I would use a combination. I'd use that and archival. So what I'd do is I'd put archival down and then I'd go back over it with a VersaFine Clair.
Wet it a little bit.
It juicifies it.
Ooh, juice. Oh, I like that word.
It.
I'm just, my iPad's really struggling
What
today.
It does is it slows down the drying process and it gives you that, you know, a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
So that's the only time where I make an exception and I go to Sukineko because this is it's a pigment ink and it just takes a little bit longer.
Just like my iPad. Yeah. Maybe Jilly could drop me a text and let me know whether we have them.
They're just a juicy version, but they work in conjunction. They're fine.
Yes.
I feel. Right. Okay. So what we'll do next is we're going to put the colours down. Brushes also on the water coming from the other end of the world.
And colour. Is there a particular reason with colour this year at Clarity?
It's the year of colour. It's the year of colour. I tell you what we'll do. We'll go in with the yellow one first. Start light, and we'll go at the top. You could start where you like, but I'm going to start with the yellow. It's the year of colour.
Yeah.
And
you kicked that off. I mean, on Sunday you kicked it off with the launch of the stamp pens, but then last night, the colouring on that orchid.
Did you like that?
That was beautiful. All of a sudden, it just came to life, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And we're using pencils. We're doing some colouring work. I mean, I'm no expert. I haven't got a degree in art, but you know, if you've been doing this for 30 plus years, you pick up a few tricks and tips along the way, don't you? I'm going to show you. Look, I'm sitting on the moon.
Yep,
sitting on the moon. I wish. And I'm just flicking out like that, right?
Right.
And I'm just going to stay. See, because we've got that. You'll see how much yellow is on the actual masking tape.
When the reveal
You don't
happens.
start in the middle of the picture. Look, you start up there and you start going down. If you want it to be darker,
Yeah.
the brush gives you a kind of a lovely,
Undercoat.
like an
Airbrush.
undercoat. It's like airbrush.
Yeah.
Airbrushed, literally. But the spot-on sponges intensify the colour. I just want to show you the difference. If I take the colour off there, watch how
you can see that automatically.
See, and I'm cleaning the ink because it's all loaded, right? And I'm cleaning it off the. See how it smooths it out?
Yes.
So that it's like a two-part thing. If I want it to be really dark, look, I can. If I'm using the same colour, see how I can.
Yeah, that's definitely
intensify the colour. Okay.
So if you're after some spot-on sponges, the item number for 4 packs of those, because you'll definitely need 4 packs. So 31215, normally £13.96, special price £10.46.
They're good because they don't crumble.
No, they don't.
Yeah, and they're good for makeup
I
too.
always remember the story you used to tell when you used to go over to America.
Yeah. We used to buy them in Walmart, you know, makeup sponges.
Yeah.
And they must have thought we were nutters because we'd go to, there's a big Walmart in New Mexico in a place called Las Lunas, and it's like a village. Okay, and we used to go in there, and I just used to empty the hooks, and then I'd go to the woman would be like, well, she's not even got any makeup on. No. And then we'd go to every Walmart in New Mexico and just empty the hooks. Then we'd go to Berlin, then we go to, you know, Albuquerque, wherever. We get all the, and then we'd fill our suitcase with these makeup sponges, and it'd be a big suitcase. Right? Because you've got to make it worth your while.
Well, yeah.
And then you'd see the blokes at the airport, and they'd see me coming with this suitcase that was the size of a small house, and then they'd go, because it was as light as a sponge.
Wow.
Yeah, it was funny.
Did they not think, oh, maybe you think she's buying marshmallows?
It was funny. Because I'd say it's not as heavy as it looks, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, the woman was thinking, oh, we're going to be able to find out excess baggage money coming up.
Give it back, it's under the weight.
But, you know, from the cubic meter size of it, I should have been paying extra, really. Right, back to the sky. So we've got our wild honey in there. Yeah. Right. Now, let's go to the border. Let's go here.
Right.
Okay. So let me come down a bit further, but I'm not coming down too far. I want to blend the two, see? Yeah. So I'm just coming down to there, and I'm not adding a lot more ink, though, there. Okay, that'll do. Now, right persimmon, don't know yet. Jury's out. We'll see what we think. Yeah. Now I'm going to go to the pink. Okay. Yeah. This is a Jane Telford special, friends. Right. Now, if I go to the light pink, you'll see it's exactly that. It's very light. On telly, you could probably you're not even going to see it very well. See how light it is.
Right in thinking that you always keep one brush for yellow.
I do indeed. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. So, and the brushes, they're going to be here at the end
of this month
too.
Yes.
So they might meet the ink pads on the way into town.
It would be like, all of a sudden it'd be like, oh, they're coming this way. They're coming,
we're having a party.
We are definitely.
When they rock up, we're having a brush and ink and colour party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we will. Should we have a stencil bash?
That's on my list. As soon as we know they've docked. Yeah. And our friends, so they're on pre-order, so we'll get those out the door as soon as they literally come in.
And can I say, it's all paid for.
They won't ship unless
set
it's
the
paid
check.
for.
No, they wouldn't even answer the telephone if we didn't pay for it. So if you're getting uptight, can I just say, if you're getting uptight because you've pre-ordered a box of brushes, right? Now, get in my head. I've ordered thousands of them, and I paid for them too. I know. That's okay. Acceptance is the key to all my problems today.
It is. Block, block, block.
Control the controllable.
Absolutely.
Right, so light pink. And when I say light pink, I mean like proper light.
Yes.
So you can see here, if this were freshly inked, stamped,
that would be black, wouldn't it? It'd be smudging.
Yep. It would. It would. Look, it's already nearly 11 o'clock. I've only We'll go twice as fast at 2 o'clock. I will. I'll go like the clappers. And we won't go through all that again.
No.
We'll just go straight into the demos.
Yes.
And I will do 3 demos.
3 demos
at
in
2 o'clock.
Wow.
So we've done all the housekeeping.
3.
We've done all the
Wow.
telly stuff.
Yep.
You know, and then I'll go for
And
it.
then, yeah, just have a nice chilled 2 o'clock show.
What, with me going up the clappers and
Yeah.
you drinking coffee and watching?
Me drinking coffee.
Right.
I'll
So
bring a
you can
chair.
see, I'm going to go to the. You could do that till the cows come home.
It's very, very subtle, isn't it? You can
It's too
just
subtle.
about see it.
Let's go to Kitsch and let's see if that changes it. Okay. But you can see how the colour. Oh, hello, that one. Right.
There we go.
It's starting to build
up.
Yeah. But I'm going to use the brush up here, and then watch when I go to the, you know, because you're going to think, why do I need sponges? Well, let's check. Right. Is this the right one?
Put the wrong lids on.
No. Watch. Now.
So
now,
pounding.
Yeah, because if I smear,
Yeah.
this is my thought on this.
Okay.
If I smear, I might drag the ink, even though it's days old because I prepared this ages ago.
There is still that.
It's gonna. I know it is. It will.
Are you talking from experience there, Barb?
Yeah. How does she know these things? It's the truth. So what I'm doing here is I'm building up along the edge. But if you pounce or pound or whatever you want to call it, steady Eddie.
Isn't there a song bouncing along on the crest of a wave or something? Or
I don't know. You sing it.
I can't sing. Everyone would switch off if I did.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Paul.
No, seriously.
Right, so now we've done that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what we'll do is let's just make sure I've got it right. We'll take that off.
Wow.
Right, we'll put that back on its home. So we've got that. See, if you felt you wanted to do a bit more, you could. We'll take that away. Right, so we've done that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Wow.
Like that. So I've got a choice now.
Yeah.
And I want to try 2 different things.
Okay.
Because on this one, what I did was I went lightly over it with the brush. So you've got the edge there.
Oh,
Do you
I
see?
Yes.
And then afterwards I thought, I wonder what it would look like if I didn't, if it just disappeared into the edge
into
up
the
there. And
frame.
yeah, so I'm going to leave it and then we can compare.
Right, okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to do, on that one, what I did was I took this and I just dusted around the edge like that to give myself a little bit of a
vinaigrette.
A vinaigrette. A vignette.
Yes.
Yeah. But let's not do it.
Okay, as a comparison, I think
the other thing is, right, if I go meh, then I just have to take the mask tape, put it back down, and then do it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Options.
Options. Once I've done it, I can't not do it.
No,
I can't
exactly.
undo it.
No, you can't.
If I don't do
colour.
But you can't take it away. Right. So then we've got this eagle soaring.
Yes.
So let's take that little fella.
And that's on that same stamp set, which is item number 12010.
Nice.
Special price of $14.99. So if you was a Diamond Club member for that particular set, you'd be paying £12.74 for that stamp set.
For this beautiful stamp set?
As a Diamond Club member, 15% off.
That's a good
that's
price.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stamps.
That's it. So with this little fella, with this bird here, I want to get the angle right. Okay. I want to know where am I putting up here, down here.
Yes, you could do that. Yeah.
So composition, right? Let's just take the time. You could put him up there.
Yeah.
But I have this theory that it looks too high up. It's too spaced out.
Yeah.
So you want to kind of bunch your images a little bit.
Okay.
Condense them. It's the rule of thirds. We were talking about it.
Oh, with Janice yesterday with the photography.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the same kind of thing. You want to kind of keep this, see it in the moon and out the moon. So you've got that contrast like that.
Wow.
Do you see what I mean?
Look at the feathers on
the detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've done that. We've done that. Now let's just see if I take that away. You see how it's got no.
Yes.
Let's just change it because we know what it looks like with.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see what we think. If we don't, I like it. Look.
Yeah.
Now check that out. See, I thought I bet it would look really, really cool. Look, check the difference. So that one, I've given it a frame, an outer edge.
Yes.
Now, Now this one, no outer.
No outer. Yeah.
Well, there's an edge where I've.
A colour, but it just falls into the ground,
Doesn't
doesn't
that
it?
look so? I see. I like that.
I like that.
So choices.
Nice.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So then we've done that, and then the only other thing that's on here is a sticker. So we've got these.
We do
barb
indeed.
stickers. Go
Barb
on, you
stickers.
do your bit.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got barb stickers. So I'll bring these in, and this it started with these, didn't it? You've got barb stickers here. So the item number for this is 30849, and it's the sticker. And you get them, you get two different designs. You get them in white, and you also get them in black as well.
Yeah.
And there's some fantastic words in this collection. Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
Love of my laugh. Life. I was reading the next one. Make art, not war.
Love that one.
That's really nice. And then you've got let's stay in our lane.
Well, let's.
We are.
We are. We
sing
really
that song. I love you madly.
The best things in life are free.
That's nice.
That's a nice one. See, and then what you could do is, if you wanted to, you could literally.
Oh, yes.
So you could use the sticker.
I like that.
As a kind of a
grounding.
Yeah. Right.
That's nice.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go. That's that. That's that. That's that.
Wow.
Done. Cup of tea.
Cup of tea. You need some more tea bags for your little journal, for your mini makes.
I do. I'm building up a stack. Look, it's already 11 o'clock.
I know, goodness.
We're not going to go over the top.
No.
But I do think that there's one. I do want you to do a little sales pitch.
Okay, of course.
On the texture.
Dots and spots.
Yeah.
Right.
Because these are brilliant. Before you go there, let me just show you my little stash, because this is what we're going to be doing at 2 o'clock. It's that background.
Yes.
So we launched these a while ago, and the idea of them was when you want to get that arty, grungy background, and you know, like mixed media, and then they stamp and stencil and a layer and layer and layer and layer.
Or use the jelly plate.
Yeah, and you know, and if you look at it and you think, I'd really like to get that kind of effect, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So we developed these mixed impressions stamps.
Yeah.
And they're brilliant. They're like texture mats.
Yes.
They're huge. While we're on the mini make trail, these texture mats are fantastic for the big backgrounds, for chopping up. Yeah, chopping up. So what I want you to do, Paul.
Yeah, let me bring it up on the screen. Okay, so let's go to our pack shop.
You do your bit.
I'll do my bit. So let's have a look. So here, okay, so these are A5 stamp sets. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. They're normally $19.99. So this is our dots and spots and our trees. Now, normally this collection would be $79.96. You're going to save £40. So you're going to pay $39.96.
Half price.
Half price. And if you're a Diamond Club member, you're only going to pay £33.97.
Okay.
Okay. And these are lovely. I mean, I love the effect that you get from these. But for me, I haven't got the time or the patience or really the knowledge to be able to create this type of effect.
Well, I've got to show you mine.
Yeah.
I want to show you mine, yeah. And then I want to, because these are just...
They really were. They were a game changer.
Right,
they really were.
So like, I've got all loads of different ones. Rusted metal,
which are all
florals,
on the website.
Nature. This is one of my favourite ones. I don't even put it away. It's just always used.
Always there.
If you look, I'm just showing you ones that look, let me just show you. And the magic of it is you get a big mat that's A5.
Yeah.
Then you get a piece that's A6.
Yeah.
Then you get a piece that's A7.
Yeah.
And then you get a centerpiece. So let's put that one to one side. But look how this is the kind of the mat, and you get these amazing textures.
You do, and obviously we're showing you, Barbs, I mean, you can tell how well loved these are. We show them to you in black, just like we do with the silhouette stamps. But when you use different colour ink pads, you've lost your spots.
I know, I don't know where they are. But they're on a mount at home on the deck. That's where they are.
Might be in the box for the demo.
They're not.
Oh, they're not?
No, because they're so good for little texture.
Oh,
they're mark makers, Yes. But that's the big mat that I'm going to show you. You look at that and you think, what in God's name have I bought here?
Exactly. Yeah, well,
but I am going to show you.
Yeah.
Right. So there's another one. In case I can't find that one, I love it so much. right? So and then so the dots and spots. This is the A6 design.
Yeah.
This is the A7 design. They're so.
They're-
I know when I
yeah.
say beautiful, you think I'm mad. But let me just show you. If I show you the
printout, or
so basically it's 20 quid for those.
yeah, £10.
See, that's crazy because usually that would be £10 and that'd be £10. So it's
Well, normally this would be a £20 stamp set.
Exactly. So that's £10 for that huge mat.
Yep.
And then these are absolutely brilliant. So let me show you. This is Dots and Spots artwork, instant artwork.
Fly away boy.
Instant artwork.
You hung the moon.
Instant artwork. We obviously
Fly away
launched
boy.
these at the same time as we were doing
the flyaways. Yeah.
See, you can use them with all the look at the
That's lovely.
different
That's
textures.
using the mica powders, isn't it? Perfect pearls.
So have a look at this one. So
I
this
love
one, the
this one.
trees, right? Trees. You can see the bark. These are actually photos as well. These are photos that I took.
Photos,
Oh no, I just remembered.
Yeah, of course. Yes, I remember now.
Isn't that interesting? Because we've just launched
with Janice's.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is all my old photos.
Yeah, I remember that now.
So okay, just remembered. But you see what a fantastic background that is. Look, texture
Just
mat.
changing the
Bang.
colours.
Yeah. Look, there it is again.
That's
Texture
nice.
mat. If you like big art, but you know we're talking about chop up.
Yes.
This is lovely for a background. Look.
Oh, I like that.
And I like this one too, waxy. Look.
Oh yeah, like a resist type of.
But everybody's gone for the large, big, beautiful piece. Look. And then what I did, I remember doing this, and I remember looking at it
Yeah.
and saying, "What else do I see here?"
It is. It is.
See, and I turned it around, and then I found a tree, and I doodled into it.
That's right. Because you've used a light colour ink pad.
Yeah, that's it.
Which
So
is-
you've got the background, but it isn't that. It's not in your face.
No.
Right. So, for example, if I go in there now, let me just let the camera just settle on it.
Look
There.
at that.
So you've got a really fabulous background, but where did it come from? Well, it came from that huge
Wow.
mat.
And this is it from the trees collection. This one here.
I like that one.
So you can get all 4 of those stamp sets with a saving of £40. So it is half price. And the item number for that is 11801.
Now, you remember yesterday, and we've been talking about it, and I blogged about it, barbaragrayblog.com.
Yes.
And I blogged at the moment. I'm really getting into pictures within pictures.
Picture. Yeah.
Okay, let me show you this because, you know, I just explained you get an A for 20 quid. It's yeah, but I understand,
No,
you know,
absolutely.
we can do that now because it's direct.
Yeah.
There's no middleman taking that part.
That part.
So we're
passing
that on.
Yeah,
Well, there you are
definitely.
then. I rest my case. But I wanted to show you this particular piece of artwork because it's all about this exactly expresses. So that's the big mat. This is the florals, right?
Oh yes.
And then the small one on the inside, like see.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So when I took the big mat and did an acrylic
like
print
on the gel
jelly plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that, and then I used this one. That's it there.
Yeah.
Look, it's just a little tiny. So I used that one in the center and made a small centerpiece. You can see exactly how useful now when you get the 2 different sets. You've got the large mat and you've got that beautiful design in the background. There it is.
That one. It's the last one. Of course it was.
There. See, so here, this is the print in the background, right, from the florals.
Yeah.
And then I've taken that one there, that little one, which
As
is
your
really, really
centerpiece.
nice. And I've used it as a design within a design.
Yeah.
Which I really like that look.
And this lovely little size make lovely little mini makes.
Yeah.
ATC.
ATC, 2.5 by 3.5 bobs your uncle.
Yeah. Or also little notelets.
Yeah, very, very lovely. And so these sort of grungy mixed media sets, these what we're looking at here now, you understand more what you're looking at now.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
Otherwise you think, well, what's all that about? But you can see exactly how the smallest piece will make a perfect
centerpiece, a picture within the picture.
Picture within a picture.
So you can see there, item number 11801. I mean, that saving, it really is. I mean, if maybe you're looking at it the first time and you're thinking, oh, but when you see what Barb's going to do with it later today, and maybe you've been with Clarity for many, many years, and you see just by changing the color of the ink pad, changes it completely. It really, really is.
Yeah, and you can take that from its simplest. All we're going to do is take a brayer, an ink pad, roll it up, transfer it. It's the simplest print in the world.
Yeah.
You could take the same one like I did here, and you can do really beautiful alcohol ink, or acrylic paint.
Yeah.
You know, the stamps work beautifully for that as well.
They do, because of the quality of them.
So yeah, that's the other thing that I was going to say as well. I'm gonna lean into the Clarity quality here.
Yeah.
Because they are made with a totally different kind of polymer. So the durometer, they're a far
durometer, you mean
harder.
Right.
Duress, durable, durometer, hardness.
Right. Okay.
Right. So they're a much
longer
harder
wearing.
stamp. And that's why you get that amazing crispness with ours. Just in case you're wondering, they're not spongy.
Squidgy.
They don't stretch.
No. I mean, I think Janice was impressed with that yesterday when we was having our meeting, and she went to put it off and she went, my goodness, she went, she said she'd forgotten about the quality.
Yes.
And she's worked with many stamp companies over the years. But to have that,
it's a whole other animal.
It really, really is.
It's a whole other animal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start courting those other stamp companies and see if they don't want us to make for them.
Absolutely.
There you go. Okay. So when are we back?
We're back at 2 o'clock. So we're going to have a tidy up. We're going to have a cup of tea and a lie down.
And I promise you, I'm going to do 3 demos at 2.
2 o'clock.
So join us then.
So it's definitely worth coming back for.
And if you can't, then you know you can go to our website, to Clarity TV, click that, and it will all be recorded for you.
And you can go in there to the catch-up section, download all the demos that Barb's going to do, and then you can go back and watch whenever you want.
There you are. Thanks very much for joining us. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Jilly. We'll see you at 2.
Bye.